Hello everybody, this is Coding with Ado, and today I have a surprise for you. We're gonna set up a NTFY service in order for you to receive messages, push notifications in your phones using code. So you could create these, for example, loggers or notification services for new users in your apps or whatever you want to create it for. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna create the server using a Docker package already. So let's get started. I'm using Amazon AWS here because I love using Amazon. I've been an Amazon user for a couple of years now, let's say 10 years now. And I love how they provide you for these micro instances where if it's small enough, they won't charge you anything. So, for me, I love that. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna create an instance, an EC2 instance. So let's go and launch the instance. So we're gonna create this instance called NTFY server. We're gonna make it an Ubuntu server 22.4. That's fine. This is the micro I was talking about. You see here it's free tier eligible. Let's use the keeper of Coding with Ado. Let's allow HTTPS. Ideally, you'll use the SSH from my IP. I'm gonna even use the SSH from Amazon, so you can do this, from my IP or whatever. Ideally, my IP, security always. Okay. Launch the instance. I'm gonna reload this instance later, don't worry, but for you to see how it works. So now we click on there and you see how it's pending, but if it's a micro, it should be running in a couple seconds. Let's refresh a little bit. In this video, you'll have a lot of these waiting times because servers sometimes, downloading stuff, uninstalling stuff takes time, but it's not gonna be too much. So now that it's connected, now that it's running, I'm gonna connect it directly using the SSH provider from AWS. So I'm gonna click on there, click on the instance and connect here, and you'll see how it's establishing connection. Basically, it's creating the SSH connection here. Okay. So we're gonna do the regular apt update. This is in order to update all the old packages from this image. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Perfect. Now we're gonna install Docker. Sudo apt install docker.io with the Y. Okay, it's installing Docker, perfect. Now that we have Docker, we are going to install the NTFY. Okay, so it's gonna be sudo docker run in the port of 80. It's gonna be the Docker container called bin. I'm copying the IDs because I don't have that in my mind. They are here. Bin they're here. Okay, perfect. /NTFY and serve. Okay, so this is gonna install it. It's gonna create the container. So if we do sudo docker ps, you'll see Docker running. But we're gonna stop this because we need to set up our own server to use our information instead of using the NTFY. Okay, so we can use our own open source service without any intervention from NTFY. So let's gonna do sudo docker container stop and the container ID. Perfect. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a file called server.yml. Okay, NTFY server.yml, and we're gonna copy the information from the beer weather NTFY. Okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna copy this file. I'm gonna share it with you, the link, this link in the document in the description below, and we're gonna do I here, copy all that, and then we're gonna search for two things here. We're gonna search for the base URL. Okay, so in here we're gonna do space, and we're gonna use here the IP address from our server. So if we click on here, the public IP address is this one, so we copy this information, we go to the service here and paste it. Okay, this will be an HTTP. You can put it in, you can do the SSL, HTTPS, you can do whatever you want here, but basically I'm using the HTTP for this, just to show you guys. And there's another thing we need to enable here, that it's gonna be the upstream. So the upstream, this is actually needed for iOS users, for iOS devices, because the idea in the iOS push notifications need to be signed from the signature from the publisher from the iOS app. So basically, you'll be sending to NTFY the message ID, and they will just sign it and approve that, and then that message is gonna be going to your phone. They don't receive the message per se, so your information is secure. Okay, so we save both. Can we file for okay? Let's see what happens. Sudo oh, I had to create before the sudo get here. NTFY. Sudo with that. Let's do that again. So copy this. Same thing, upstream. And it has to be always in the root file. It's a YML. It's not a .m or whatever, so it has to be there in the root. If it's not in the root, if it has a space or something, it won't work. Okay, trust me. I tested it. There's a lot of base URLs. Oh, okay, here, the base URL. And in here again we had the IP address, which is here, the HTTP / the service. Okay, perfect. Now we have. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run this again. Sudo docker run -v. We're gonna add the server YML, so it's gonna be etc NTFY. And we're gonna copy it on the Docker, same place, etc NTFY. Where is the run? Okay, here. We're gonna use the port of 8080. We're gonna do the ITD. Then there here NTFY serve. Okay. You could add also if you want the cache and everything, but for now, let's use this. Okay, sudo docker ps, and it's running here. That's perfect. So if we now open the address, so a little bit, and you can see how it starts working. take some time to load that. Okay, cool, perfect. So now you can see that I have the NTFY client here. Now let's see, how do we continue here? So the first thing that we're gonna do, we are gonna, now that we have this one and we have the topics, let's do a first test here. Let's do a create a test topic here. Okay, so you can see the notifications in this web. So if we receive a message here, for example, let's do a curl. Let's do this example here so you can see that this works. Okay, so I'm gonna bring here the terminal. Let's copy this, and you can see hi. Okay, so it's receiving the messages. Okay, perfect. But now we need to do two things. So first, we need to actually move this into our code so we can create our own logger. Okay, and also let me show you this. So if we, let me show you to my phone, and if we send the message here, oh, nothing's gonna happen because we need to first install the app. So let me go to the App Store. Okay, I'm gonna face the phone right now, and let's go to NTFY, and we download this one, the NTFY. Okay, I'm gonna create a new service here. So the topic that we're using right now is test, and we're gonna do here the http //52 35 59 116. Okay, we subscribe. Perfect. So if we go here, you'll see the two notifications, the hi. Okay, but let's say, for example, we actually want to test it. So let's go and run this process again, and you'll see hi. Okay, let's run it again, different message, testing phone, and testing phone. Awesome. So now let's do this on code. So we're gonna move this out, right? And let's actually gonna go and code this in our Visual Studio. So let me move this from screen, have multiple screens here, NTFY, perfect. So let's create our package, npm edit -y, perfect. Let's create our index file, perfect. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a simple asynchronous function here. Okay, let's call it logger, where we're gonna send the URL of the service. Let's send the app name. Let's send the message. Okay, and basically we're gonna just do a simple fetch as you saw in the curl without any permissions or anything. So we're gonna just do like a const URL. It's gonna be, let me see, what was our IP? So it's 52. Oh, sorry, actually we don't know. Okay, so it's gonna be the URL and the app name. The idea here is that we're gonna reuse this logger in the multiple other services that we have. Okay, so we're gonna just make this as dynamic as possible. Let's do a try catch error and console error. It's gonna be error. Okay, And in here, let's do the const response equals to an await of the fetch of the URL. Actually, this is bad. This is the loader URL. Because it was the same as that. Okay, loader URL, and then so the body it's gonna be just the message. Okay, and the method it's gonna be a post. It can be a post or a put. Okay, and then we're gonna do the const response data equals to response.json. Remember that this is always an await, and return the response data. Okay, just to test this out, we're gonna create this async function right now. Okay, so let's gonna create this async function. We're gonna await logger, and let's do the HTTP 52.35.59.116. Okay, let's do that. The application that we're gonna use, the app name is gonna be test, and the message root is gonna be let's say new user login. Okay, so let's do that. Let's run this thing. So let's move this phone here. Oh, yeah. Let's move this phone here. Let's run node index.js. Fetch failed. Oh, yeah, we missed a bar here. Okay, let's do it again. New user logged in. Perfect. That's awesome. Let's test it again. New user logged in. Okay, cool. So now we have a logger service that is sending us messages. So now let's make this interesting, okay? We're gonna do a third step on this recording, which is gonna be making our package available publicly. So we can reuse that all publicly. We can not publish it, but put it as private. But basically the idea is for us to reuse this package in other applications, okay? So for that, we're gonna do these simple steps. So first, we're gonna export this function, okay? We're gonna comment this test, okay? In the package, we're gonna create a new name, like .js NFT, NTFY. Let's put MIT, perfect. And we're gonna also see. We're gonna make this. We're gonna push this code into the GitHub. So let's do the git init, git remote add origin, and the service. Perfect. The git URL, git commit -a-m first commit logger. Git index and package. Okay, perfect. We're gonna also add. Oh, before we can do that, we can also add here, without even pushing, the repository, because we're gonna move this into npm.js. So we're gonna create this to forward that to our GitHub account. Yeah. So we can do that. We can also, for example, do the bugs. They're gonna be going to the URL of this/issues, and then we can send, for example, the homepage. It's gonna be the GitHub. Okay. What else is important here? We have the version here is very important. The license, the author. Fine, I can do it without my email. And description, let's put some description here. Let's say a NTFY logger for my apps, for example. Okay, and also it's gonna be a type. Let's do a type module. Okay, cool, perfect. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna commit this code. Now we can commit the code. So git status, we're gonna git the package, git commit minus committing for npm.js. Okay, git push origin master. Okay, cool, perfect. So now in our GitHub, you will have the project here. Now, next step is you'll need to go to npm.js. I'm gonna share with you npm.js.com and basically just sign up. Start by signing up, okay? Now it's in my account here, you can see NTFY, but basically you need to sign up, okay? Once you sign up, you are gonna go to your project terminal and you can run the repository functions. So we're gonna do npm login. And you can see how it will go to a URL login. So it's opening another screen, but basically it's gonna share with you a two-factor authentication. Okay. So once you go to the authentication, okay, I do login, and perfect. Go to home page. Okay, that's perfect, and then you see here, okay, it's loading. Okay, so now you can do npm publish. Okay, and you'll see that it's publishing and JC NTFY, it's available. Okay, so that's awesome. So what do we do with this? Okay, so let me go back to another of our projects. Let's go, for example, to our weather channel service. So we have the weather channel service here, okay, and we're gonna add a terminal here, and we're gonna install this package. Okay, so npm install jc NTFY. Okay, so perfect, it installed. So you'll see here that another folder. Okay, sorry, let's see the weather gov. Okay, now yes, let's do that. Okay, perfect. So now you can see that in node modules, now we have this thing. So basically you can go to the index and you'll see the same thing here. So that's pretty cool, right? So basically what we can do now is, instead of console log the weather, we can console log, for example, here. Instead of doing console log, we can send that to the logger. So basically you're gonna do importing. We're gonna import the JC NTFY. Let's say quick fix. Module from expected. Yeah, it's here from us. Okay. Us NTFY. Oh, because we never named our project, so basically, yeah, we're gonna use NTFY in order to access to our function, which will gonna be ntfy.logger, and we're gonna send the URL, which here it is. Sorry. So we have our URLs. Basically, we can just copy this and paste, but we're gonna do something more awesome here. So instead of putting in a test, we're gonna say like, hey, this is the weather.gov project. Okay. So now in order to do that, we also need to wait for that, so we can subscribe to that topic. We can do this also on the phone. Okay. So weather.gov, another server, and basically it's same idea. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's like, okay. Where/gov, where-gov. Okay. So now, if we run this node index outside the module, okay, we need to transform this into a module. We can make this type module. So let's run this again, and when I run it, you'll see here that it's showing the message through the weather channel and using the temperature, which I sent. I did some changes on the background. Instead of sending the body, I'm sending directly the temperature and temperature unit. So you can see how the current temp, it's 81 Fahrenheit with the weather app and our IP address. So the idea is this, in order for you to use this in all the different projects, it's just to use NTFY.logger. This is gonna be the same for every single place. You can move this into the env. This is gonna be changing depending on the project that you're looking for. So if you have multiple projects and you wanna receive messages of like, hey, this is the current product, this is the current temperature, this is the new user logged in, this is information about the error that we're looking for. Like we could go and move this message into the console error. So instead of like just showing the console error here, it will also show you the message in your phone. So yeah, the possibilities here are endless. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next time.